So, hello all, I'm Greg Fisher, I'm the Vice President of Pinnacle Mortgage. You just had a minute to stretch your legs, good. This is going to be a couple minutes to stretch your brains, just to have a different voice and a different topic and think about something else for a moment, and then you can settle back into your update, which you know is a critical thing. I'm Greg Fisher with Pinnacle Mortgage. I am a mortgage broker. I have 72. We upgraded since yesterday. Different lenders we've worked with. The goal is to have a solution for every problem. So if you're going to ask, hey Greg, can you? Yes. The answer is probably yes. We can do that or something like that. Let me know. Pinnacle Mortgage has been around as Pinnacle since 2015. We are now 52 people strong. This is my 20th year in the business right now. I'm a broker because having more options is having more options. Being able to choose, being able to move is critical. And that is the last bit of mortgage that we're going to talk about today, because we're here for other more important, more interesting things for you. You are here in this class live with Jack today, because you don't want to just get better, you want to be better. There are lots of places you can get your updates from, but you chose to be here with these people with Jack. And that tells me that you're special. I always start all of my talks with why, with my why. I am here to make sure that my clients, my partners, and my friends have the tools they need to get through their next big thing. And if you're buying a house, that means helping you get financing. If you're here in this room, it's to make sure that you are ready to take your next big leap. Are we talking about YouTube marketing? Are we talking about other video? Are we talking about your Facebook page? Today we're going to be talking about how to talk about buyer's agents. If you haven't thought through what you're going to say in August, you want to make sure we do that. This is all part of being a good partner. I'm not interested in being another mortgage guy you know mortgage people. That's fine. This is partnership. This is how we make each other better. Today is going to be a preview of a class I'm doing next week. We'll talk about that at the end, which is a series of pep talks. It's a partner empowerment program. How can I help you do more? How can I help you be better? How can I help you achieve your next thing? Let's settle it. We all ready? Everything set? All our plans are in place? Tired of hearing about it?
Can I do a disclaimer?
Please do.
This is just information. Do not make decisions based on this.
Correct. And I'm going to give no legal advice. I am not a lawyer.
Yeah.
Good. I was on a Zoom call yesterday. I'm from New Hampshire. New Hampshire Association of Realtors had a town hall meeting. There were a little over 200 people on that meeting yesterday. And they were all asking the same questions. And they all had the same concerns. And they all got the same, we think this is how probably it's going to work from the attorney who was the general counsel in the state of New Hampshire. I am not giving any legal advice. Please do not read this up. But what we do know is some of the big changes coming. We're all talking about how we can't have cooperative compensation listed in MLS. That's fine. The change, though, as I see it, because the mortgage world went through this about 15 years ago when the comps got flipped on its head. The change is, how do you talk to your buyer clients moving forward? I know here we know buyer agency. There are some states who don't. This is completely new to them. Here we do, but the conversation has always been, tell me if I'm wrong. We're going to work together. I'm going to help you find the house. Don't worry, the seller's agent pays my commission. And that is not necessarily true moving forward. You need to have a hard conversation with your buyer prospect about what you're going to talk about. This is what I'm going to charge. This is the services I'm going to provide for you. And this is why it's worth what it is. This is why you need to hire me. And you have that conversation before you ever see the house. So we need to be prepared. We need to know who you are. We need to know what you're going to say. We need to know how to create the buyer presentation. When you go to talk to a listing prospect, you go with a folder. You have comps, you have color printouts, you have a plan. Am I right? Do you have all those things when you talk to your buyer prospects? Why are they going to hire you? Not the person next to you, not the person who isn't here today. Here's a quick poll from 1000 Watt Consulting. They asked a whole bunch of people, do you feel the service of a real estate agent are necessary when buying a home? And are not necessary. And 45% of those people who said they're not necessary say it because I could do it myself. It's all online. I can go to the other house. It's fine. Because what you do really isn't that hard, and I can do it myself. And we look at this and we go, sure, poor children, you don't know what it's like. Consider this. This is the person's second biggest investment in life. The house is number one, the car is number two. The last time you bought a car, did you engage a buyer's agent to help you go to the dealership, select the car you wanted, get the terms you wanted, negotiate the sales price with the dealership? Of course not. Why not? Why didn't you? Because you can go online and find the car you wanted, and you can go to the dealership, and you can talk to the guy who'll talk to the manager, and you can get the price you want. You just made the second largest purchase of your life without any representation. Can't be that hard, right? This is the perception. This is what we need to convince the prospects who think that when they go online to a website starting with a big Z, they can do everything they need right there, and they don't need you. They don't need to pay your 2 or 3%. But we know better. We know that's not the same thing at all. We asked those same people, did I go the wrong way? Which of these statements is most true? And most of them, 55% of these people thought that the real estate agent can help buyers make smarter decisions, looking at the pros and cons of translating the inspection reports, of all the things that we know you do, which is not drive people around on a Saturday afternoon, which is not write a contract. Yes, you do those things. But what is all of the things you do? How do you articulate that? How do you tell them? Because people aren't unwilling to pay your commission. We've got 20% of people think that 2.5 or more is fair for a buyer's agent. If you were buying a $500,000 home, what would you be willing to pay? We do have a number of people who think that you're worth a lot less than that. But most of the graph is 2%, and 20% of the people are willing to pay 2.5. Are you worth 2.5? How do you get the people to go from the 37% category who's going to pay you 10 to get you to here? What do you say? What is your plan? And it all comes down to being able to tell them, to articulate, this is the value I bring, why you need somebody, why you need me. If you don't have a bullet list of what you do, NAR does. 179 ways and 105 more ways that your realtor is working for you. Get those to the NAR website. Be very, very clear about the services you provide and what you bring as a buyer and as a selling agent, because I know that you don't do one thing. You do a couple of things when you're working with buyers. And that's going to evolve more over time. So if you don't have a plan to have a good buyer's consultation, to have a questionnaire to know what they need so you can find their needs, to get to their problems, their pains, work on that now. Be able to tell them what you do. Know what you're going to say. Scripting is key. Can you tell me what your experience is regarding what it takes to purchase a home in the market? I said, well, I bought a home once before, 20 years ago. Clearly this person is not an expert. But they may feel they are. The internet tells them they are. The media tells them they are. There were news outlets saying, hey, wait to sell your house until July, you're going to save 2%. Is that true? It's probably not. But that's what the media is telling people. That's what your clients, your prospects are wondering. What if? If I wait until, am I going to save money? Can I dodge that? Can I go directly to the listing agent and not have to worry about paying a buyer's agent at all? Learn to ask the questions. Learn what you're going to say. Know what you're going to say. And when the customer says, yes, but, have the question to ask them. You don't rebut with a no, you're wrong. I understand that, but what about this? Make them think. Because the key here is to move them from I don't think I need or I don't think it's worth to it is definitely. Because we need to highlight the benefits of helping you represent them and helping you make things work. A book I read recently, this is available from NAR too, although Amazon has already got it, exactly what to say. This is the For Real Estate version. And it's got 30 different phrases starting with, I don't know if this is for you, but, which just opens up that next sentence. If I came here today and said, hey, I'm going to talk about something today, I don't know that this is for you, but that triggers something in your brain to make it go, but what? Maybe it is for me. What if it is and I miss it? I want to be sure. Because we need to be able to move our clients from I'm not sure what's going on, or I'm sure I don't, probably. I can sell my house myself, I can certainly buy one, to knowing that they need you. And one more thing I'd encourage you to do is leverage your lender. Because my first job is not to call the client referral back. It is not to get them a great rate. It is not to put them in a good pre-qualified position. It is to make sure when they call and say, hey, Susie said I should call you, and I say that is fantastic, Susie is right. And because she is so amazing at what she does, and because she is so capable and so professional and leverages partnerships, that's why it's a great thing you're working with her today. Job one for your referral partner needs to be to make you look amazing from conversation one. Next week, Wednesday afternoon, I am doing the full version of this, what we just talked about a little bit today. Wednesday at 4 o'clock, it's an online event. If you would like to join, we have a QR code coming up in a second, but grab a business card and hold it up and I'll collect it on the way out the door. I will send you the invitation. This is the things we will be talking about. I touched on a number of them today. We go deeper. We talk about what to say. I want feedback from the group. This is what I said. This is what I've been working. I've been selling my buyer services at 3% above market for years. I'm good. I want to hear what you say. And if you say, well, I've been doing this for a few years and all of my buyers love me, but would they write you a check at closing? I don't know. Do you? I want you to be ready. If this sounds like something that's interesting to you, grab a phone, take a picture of this code, or hold up a business card and I'll grab it on the way out. If next Wednesday at 4 o'clock is not a great time, or this is not quite the message you want to talk about YouTube. You want to talk about branding. You want to talk about how do I get to that next big challenge in my life. I know I want you to do more video marketing, but I can't. Let me know. What's your barrier? What's your next big thing? What's the thing you're trying to do that you haven't done? Because helping you get to that is what good partners do. And they don't come saying, I've got great rates and service. I do. We all do. I want to know how I can help. How can I get you there? The newsletter, the Facebook group, we'll talk about all these things as we go through there. But if you'd like to talk to me, I'm Greg Fisher with Pinnacle Mortgage. I help people own a house they love at a payment they can afford. And if I can help you help them, I want to do so.